Imagine being able to travel to another planet that has the same sustainability of life just like our Earth does. So think of it as Earth 2. So that would mean double the resources, double the population, double the animals, double the everything this Earth has to give. But would that mean that people would be even more careless? For example, our Earth is already dying in a way, you know? And so people would probably just think, oh, well, since we have another planet to go to, it doesn't matter if this Earth dies, we'll just go to the other one. But in reality, it's not like that. We don't have a backup planet, we don't have planet B. So the topic that I chose to inform you guys about would be global warming. And yes, some of those causes can be natural, but most are caused by humans' everyday activities. Learning more about global warming can give you an insight of what our future can be running into. I am going to inform you guys about global warming, how it is caused, and the threats it lies among us. So, what is global warming? A scientific definition is global warming is the unusually rapid increase in Earth's average surface temperature over the past century, primarily due to the greenhouse gases released as people burn fossil fuels. Let me give you a little visual representation of that. Here is a cartoon, and it shows you what I'm talking about, how humans burn fossil fuels. For example, the factories, here's oil and the coal. And here in the little image, it even says, you humans have learned to make energy by using fossil fuels. According to Earth Observatory NASA, between 1906 and 2005, the rate of temperature increase has nearly doubled in the last 50 years. These temperatures are certain to go up further. So, what is this greenhouse effect I've just mentioned? It is quite simple if you think of it as a blanket covering the Earth and keeping it warm. So, I can give you another visual representation of that. For example, let's think of this plastic and this apple. Let's think of this apple as Earth and the plastic as the blanket. It's pretty ironic because we're talking about, saving the Earth and stuff. But I'm gonna cover the Earth, so the apple, and it's gonna keep it warm. And without these natural gases, which are the ones that create this blanket, the Earth would actually be 60 degrees colder. And so what are these natural gases? They are carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. And here's another visual representation. We can see that it shows you each and one of them. And as you can see as like it's us down here and then the atmosphere, you can say. You might also be thinking, how can you explain global warming when it gets cold and it rains and it snows? Well, that's why I'm here to explain to you guys that it's not going to be warm everywhere, all over the earth. It means that the effect of global warming has caused a change in our climate, causing worse and more hurricanes, droughts in hotter places, sea levels start rising due to glaciers melting. So, what exactly do humans do that cause global warming? We are going all the way back to the Industrial Revolution, from the start in 1760. And according to the Earth Observatory NASA, carbon dioxide levels have increased nearly 38% as of 2009, and methane levels have increased 148%. Even though volcanoes around the world produce a great amount of carbon dioxide, human emission is still a much greater amount of cause of the greenhouse effect's growth. According to the Climate Science Special Report, between the years 1900 and 2016, sea levels have risen by 6.3 to 8.3 inches. This is due to human activities, which caused the glaciers to melt, leading to the sea levels to rise. This is according to studies by the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Also, according to the What If We Don't Stop Global Warming by Destiny video, Global warming is actually causing something called thermal expansion, which is the tendency of matter to change its shape, area, and volume in response to change in temperature. Okay, now let's examine how these causes can be a great threat to our world. Some people may not notice, but this is directly affecting us. Let's take an inside look at what it does to our Earth and our neighbors, the species that we share this world with. As the Earth becomes warmer, that causes even more evaporation, which leads to more rain. That can increase hurricanes, storms, floods. On the other hand, in hotter places, it worsens droughts and wildfires. Due to the escalation of these disasters, it begins to affect people and their health. Storms can carry diseases, can even leave people without homes, as well as floods, since it causes streams which cause more water. According to Are the Effects of Global Warming Really Bad? Article, this can lead to most mold infestation, contaminated water, and unhealthy air. Meanwhile, droughts reduce drinking water, which leads to diseases and even death. So I gave you an insight of global warming, the causes of it, and how threatens our Earth. Did we actually learn anything from this? Actually, we did. Many people, even myself, don't notice how much we affect our Earth. But hopefully, after this explanation, I at least covered the basics of global warming and you have more of an inside look of it.